Hello and welcome to my unboxing and first look at the next 4 issues of the Warhammer 40,000 Conquest subscription service from hatchett partworks. This will be my first look at issue 39. In here there's also 40, 41 and 42 along with a codex. Now hatchett partworks did send me a opt-out letter way back in June for the codex, and I sent them an email like they've said in the letter to opt out because I don't have that chapter. They don't really interest me, and also I don't really want to spend £20 on this codex thing. So I opted out, and they took £20 off my direct debit anyway, and I sent the email as soon as I got the letter, like the same evening, because this has happened before. So that was a little bit negative. It was a negative sort of experience I had. Since then I've sent them another email saying, hey, I'd like a refund, what's going on? If you know, they haven't responded back to me yet. We'll see what's going to happen, because I'll give them another week or two and then I'll just probably cancel my subscription fully, because I don't like a company where they give you an option to opt out, you follow the correct communication channels, and you say you do want to opt out, and then they charge you anyway, and then they don't even get back to you about it. So the customer service is pretty poor. But I just thought, as a subscriber to the magazine, to the service, I thought I'd let you know, because of course hatchett partworks are carrying this Games Workshop license, this Warhammer 40,000 license, and it makes Games Workshop look bad too. Because Games Workshop should be on top of this. They should be bothered about their name and their license and their reputation and things. We'll see what happens. Anyway, in here is of course all of the 4 issues along with that codex. I will do a separate video about the codex too. I've got a letter in here, tells me how much is going to be debited. So no news about it not being debited. Here is the Silver Templars codex. Very, very thin. Definitely not worth £20. I can tell you right there. No way. Absolutely no way. That is tiny. I would have rather spent the money on the Night Codex. It is bent as well. I don't know whether that was because of the heat, but it is, because it's so thin, it's pretty bent. I mean, if you've got Silver Templars army, this might be good, but surely it make more sense to do like Blood Ravens or other quite popular armies. Anyway, I'll be doing a separate video, and I probably would have had the first look at that separately on the channel. Anyway, let's have a look at all of these issues. So we should have 4 in here, nothing else in there, no. Okay, so here is issue 39, and this is what we're going to have a little look at today. So we'll look at 40 is just 3 paints, 41 is half of the Plague Burst Crawler, and 42 is the other half of the Plague Burst Crawler. That's pretty good. So that's £16, but the Plague Burst Crawler is £40, so you're saving a whopping £24 there on buying the kit separate. And I do really like the kit. Not much has really changed from, you know, this green plastic version to the grey plastic version that is separate, but very, very good set of 4. Just, I think what they've done is they've realised that this is like a £40 kit, and they've gone, oh crikey, you know, let's just charge £20 for this, which we can make for a couple of quid, and try and recoup some of these costs in a way from the Plague Burst Crawler. That's pretty, you know, it's a bit of a cheat really. Like I say, hopefully I'll get a refund for this or something. I'll keep you guys posted. But anyway, let's have a look at issue 39, which includes the Space Marine, which includes Captain Sicarius, this Primaris Space Marine captain, and he will cost you £22.50 separately. So yeah, you're saving a whopping £14.50 you know, from getting this model separate. I've already got this model. I got all of the Death Guard and the Primaris Space Marine releases when they were first released, but nonetheless it's another Space Marine captain. So he comes on 2 sprues. We'll have a look at the sprues in a moment. It comes on a 40mm base, I think that is. Let's have a look at the magazine then. So in here, a little bit about Captain Sicarius, one of the greatest heroes of the Ultramarines. He was in normal power armor because I've got another model of him, and all of a sudden he's been bumped up and given this Primaris treatment. I thought that Marnius Calgar was the one that was given the treatment, and they even show him, it looks like they show him in the armoured plate, not in like Primaris armour, whereas obviously he is there. Let's have a look. So we've also got a little bit about Rotigus Rainfather, interesting. Ages of Mankind, more about them. Battle Feats of the Adeptus Astartes, and then the Primaris Captain. So yeah, I guess this isn't really being sold as Captain Sicarius, even though it looks very similar. It's just been sold as like a Primaris Captain. Anyway, very straightforward to put together. There are a couple of, you know, a fair number of parts, to be fair. Yeah, you can choose to have the, you know, an actual face on there or the helmet. I might go for the face this time. And then also how to paint him as well. And sees the beacons, little scenario mission, and then a Primaris Captain data sheet. I'll be going through the rules in a later review. Network error, little mission, and then the battle for Kalon, and you've got a little sneak preview of some of the new terrain that you'll be getting in future issues there, like the hemotrope reactor and the plasma reactor thing, and this refinery piece of scenery. There you go, and then it says your next conquests, you get 3 new layer paints, Liberator Gold, Wild Rider Red and Stormhost Silver. They're pretty good paints, and Wild Rider is great for like popping out the details. And then issue 41, new tank war gear, your Plague Burst Crawler. It's very good that they have this in there, and also we'll get a repulsor at some point. So let's have a look at these 2 sprues. Exactly the same as the grey plastic version, just in blue plastic. You can see there you've got a bolt rifle, you've got helmeted version, and then without the helmet you've got the magazine and the power sword, or gladius. You've got a lovely shoulder pauldron with the double-headed eagle on there, the Imperial Eagle, and then you've got the power plant with the iron halo and some kind of like ornament thing, and then you've got the cape from the back, the cloth at the front chest piece, the leg armour, and a little bit of scenic base there going on, and the greaves, I think they are, for the shins. So there you go. That's all of the little pieces and things for the Primaris Captain. Like I say, saves you £14.50, which is pretty decent actually. If you haven't already got this model. What do you guys think of this issue and the model, this Primaris Captain? Please do put it in the comments below. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.